Hi there, it's Ginger Bratzel from New Patient Attraction Automation and also known for mobile marketing for dentists. And I just want to say I have an early holiday present for you. As you might have known, we just completed our dental marketing and mindset practice evolution event. And this was a small, intimate group of dentists. This was a workshop environment for them to get detailed one-on-one help, not a big corporate kind of thing where there's 1,000 people in the chairs. And we really got to the meat and potatoes of the matter. So this was a really, really great event because they got what they needed out of it on a one-on-one type basis, basically. And if you give me just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how this is going to impact your practice also. Well, the event was fantastic, and everyone walked away with just what they needed. And I know that is because that's what they told me. And so here's just what I mean. These are some of the comments we got, raving reviews from actual participants, testimonials, social media things that showed up after the event. And simply we asked them one simple question during the evaluation, just finding out how their experience was. And we asked them, what did you like most and what did you get out of it? And this is what they had to say. Our speaker, Ginger. I know Ginger for several years and highly respected her and her special marketing talents. She's highly respected by all of us who know her, and that has a lot to offer us growing our dental practices. Really, I believe the entire presentation was just top-notch, and it was just great to be there, and we were able to get personalized during the meeting with our own needs, goals, and we were able to develop our own personal game plan. Well, that came from Dr. Dennis Yossi out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and this is a man who is on the move, and he I would say was a typical dentist, but he's just done so much more, and so it's great to be part of his evolution. He brought his team member Jennifer with him, and the two of them sat down and we built their marketing plan for their practice in real time over the course of the 2 days. And so it's so great to have them there. This is what Renda Riley of Compton Dental Center in Munster, Indiana had to say. After learning so much information, getting the marketing cheesecake, and you have to see it to believe it. So let me just give you a little preface what a marketing cheesecake is. Well, this is basically the systemized plan to make sure their marketing is going each and every month in their practice and how to get the most out of it. So that happened at the end of day 2, and what Renda said, it put the whole pie together and gave me the big picture I needed. It was important to get the actual action steps started right away, and I loved all the surprises along the way. Well, thank you, Renda. Thanks for sharing us what you got, and you guys have a fantastic practice because you guys are doers, and everyone has the same capabilities of doing just like what you did. Nancy Bilbrick added this to what Renda had already said, and what she got out of the experience. She said, Ginger, your information and the way you presented it, it was wonderful. I did not feel like it was canned or off the cuff. You spoke with compassion about something you were passionate about and wanted for us. Loved it all. Well, again, thank you, Nancy. I really appreciate those comments. And let me show you here. This was a Facebook post. After the event was over, this showed up on my page the next day from another attendee, Dr. Charlie Vogel, and he's out of Springfield, Missouri. And Charlie says, I just attended a great marketing meeting. It was for dentists, but any business would benefit from it. During just a 30-minute session of the meeting, I received information worth a full price of the meeting. What a deal. Thank you, Ginger, for making this happen. Well, thank you, Charlie, for that comment. Thank you for being there, and thanks for sharing your experience with others. And so, I mean, this is just some of the comments we got. There's so much more, but I wanted to share those with you because they are better at showing you what's going on than I can, and that they had the experience, and you can know what it's like from somebody who was sitting there. Because let's face it, patient attraction is your number one priority in your practice. You cannot have practice management. You can have practice transition. You cannot build your retirement. You can't do any of those things unless you have patients. You can't, by definition, you don't have a business without customers, and you do not have a dental practice without patients. So that has to be your priority in growing your practice. And if you own your practice, that is your responsibility to make sure that happens. And so we wanted to get through and get that done for our doctors who were there. Because without your patients, you just don't have it. And that's why it's so important to have them there. We were fortunate over the 2 days to capture the magic of the whole event in this workshop environment. And we were originally planning to offer this as a home study program for any practice who couldn't join us personally during those 2 days, November. And we were going to start making that available in January 2013 for release. And right now we're still working on the price point for the program. And attendees to go to the 2-day event live was $9.97. So that was a point we're going to do. But we're considering even offering more because there's going to be so much more you can do with it as a home study, because you're going to be able to go back to this over and over again. So it's even at that point, it's a bargain because there's just so much you're going to get out of it. One patient is going to pay for your attendance or your participation in the program. But I have decided that I can't do that. I can't wait till January. And I'm going to break my own rules and do something I really never, ever have done before. And I'm going to give out special pre-launch access to this program at a heck of a deal for you raising your hand and saying, I'm committed to making 2013 a fantastic year. Well, I'm going to be offering the Dental Marketing Mindset and Practice Evolution Home Study Program during this holiday season right now for only $4.97 plus shipping and handling. So that's at least 50% off the lowest price we were going to offer it at. And it could be even more. And I think we thought for a while, maybe this is a little nuts. Maybe this is crazy because that is just a tremendous savings. But the reason I'm doing it is because I want to get it in your hands. I am known for mobile marketing for dentists, but let me tell you, that is such a teeny tiny portion of what I do for my clients in building their practices and systemizing their marketing. You know, we cover mobile marketing as a tool and a resource, but really we work on all their marketing, everything they have going, all the systems they have. Even if they're not with us, we help them get them all coordinated. So, you know, we're the key person, the head of that to make sure everything gets systemized. So they're not redoing redundant systems, they're not wasting time, and of course, the big thing for me, they're not wasting money. So, but over these 2 days, I got over it and I covered everything, much, much more that is applicable to any office who wants to grow their practice and get all the right patients they need and cut through just basically the marketing headaches and the hassles and the overwhelms. So here is your opportunity to request the first copies that are going to come off the presses in January, and you're going to save a ton in the process. You will get your copy shipped in January, but you're not going to have to pay the full price when we do the full release in January because you took the pre-order special. And I believe in rewarding fast action for decisive action, and that's what we're doing here, and that's what I'm giving you. You get the full access to the live recordings over the 2 days where we break down the dental marketing game and put it into bite-sized chunks. That's what happens. People are overwhelmed because it's so big. Well, we're going to eat an elephant one bite at a time. We're going to demystify the mobile marketing frontier because it's not for just teenagers and not just for American Idol or, you know, voting on Dancing with the Stars, and how you can launch it and put it in your practice and how to do it effectively. We're going to get over in the afternoon of the second day. We went over what's holding you up on your bigger game. You know, these doctors, this is where light bulbs were going off because they were seeing they were being too conservative and they were playing too small. It's not they weren't have to play recklessly, but they were not allowing themselves to be as big as they need to be. And so this set up everything for them to launch what their 2013 is going to be like. You know, I showed them a super cool technique, a way to get more paying patients with Facebook. Not just talking likes or fans, we're talking about actual patients and using a fact of life technique that everyone overlooks. And not just dentistry, everyone overlooks. And you will be kicking yourself when we get done showing you this technique. I mean, they were all slapping their heads like they've had a moment, a duh moment, because it was just so crystal clear. And I was like, I can't believe I wasn't doing this. I wasn't leaving money on the table. I was leaving patients out of the loop, and I had prospects that I didn't even know I had. So we went through in real time, and they were just so energetic during this session, and you get to be part of that too and get that information. We're going to go over why your main page, your web page, is the wrong place to send most of your prospects. And it seems like everyone's doing this, not just dentists. Everybody sends them there, and you're getting lost. You're not getting much traction for it. You might get Google Analytics, and you get clicks, and you get so many visits, but we're talking about getting action and getting people there and how to fix that real easily. We're going to build a crowd of prospective patients on an ongoing basis because you need to always have people coming into your funnel. And what you do with them and keep that funnel going is key, and we talked about that during the 2 days. We're talking about systemizing your marketing and what to focus on and when, so you don't waste your time, money, or get overwhelmed. So, I mean, we can give you a lot of information. You have a lot of information there, but is it getting done? No, because it's here and there, and all of it's not tied together in one central place. So we went over that because not everybody should be doing everything and what's important to your practice. And so we got real crystal clear on it because we had the big breakthrough on the bigger game. Then we got to figure out, we knew what to do, so we just had to put it in systems. So that's what they got out of it over the 2 days. And by doing that, they created their customized marketing plan with pinpoint accuracy, where they actually were skipping out of the door back to their office in excitement because they wanted to pull this off. I mean, it was really, really exciting. And along with the event, you'll also receive your SMILE, S-M-I-L-E, blueprint manual. And with this is the worksheets, and this is where we got down and gritty and customize it for your practice that we use during the actual event for the attendees to break their marketing plan down into easily digestible pieces and make it happen. And that was so fantastic, sitting there watching them all come up with that and working with them to create that. Now, by the way, SMILE stands for Systemize, Measure, Identify, Leverage, and Execute in your marketing plan. So that's what they got out of it, and you will too as a member, as a participant in this program. So in real time, over the course of those 2 days, I mean, you can watch these videos, you go through it along with us, just like they did. You can kick off your marketing plans as I walk you along and I talk you along what you need to do on each step to get it done and get it launched. And that is the power. You know, it's not like you're going and say, good luck with this. I'm going to walk you through it and tell you when to pause it. You're going to say, you know, let's do the exercise. Take 5 minutes. Pause it right there. You're going to do 5 minutes. We're going to do that exercise. And we're going to get it done. And you'll be amazed what you can do in 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes with the right directions, the right instructions to do it in your practice. But, you know, in all honesty, you can't get this. And let this full recording chock full of all the information. I mean, I gave them strategies and tips and techniques where they can create their own marketing plan. You'll get it too. And the key thing, like I showed you with some of these other people, hand it off to your key marketing person in your office. We developed that person. We talked about what that person needs to be. So you have a winner in that position. Because doctor, your job is to define the role of the direction of your practice, but someone else is going to row the boat. And someone else is going to do all the work. You are the captain of the ship. So that's what we got over those 2 days. The doctors developed where they needed to be, and the team got what they needed to do to pull it off for them. And they got a step-by-step worksheet to get your practice's goals in place. Because we had those recipe steps, what you need to be doing. It wasn't so overwhelming. You don't have to do it all by yourself, and you don't have to come up with all of it. We fill out the sheets, and we build the plan from there. In fact, we had one participant at the end of the second day was just blown away at the very end. It's like, I did not understand why we needed to go through those exercises, but it makes crystal clear because I had such pinpoint focus when I got to this last exercise where I take everything back to my practice, and I know why you were walking me through those steps. I never have walked myself through those steps before. I didn't know what I needed to do. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and it was fantastic. You also get insider information on why dental practice winners, you know, the guys who hit their marks are gals, and what's missing for those who just want so much more and not getting it. I mean, right now, this is a defining moment in your practice, and economy, everything like that. We can't talk about what has happened in the last 4 or 5 years, 6 years, whatever, because some people got way off. They really just derailed. We can only focus on what's happening right here and right now. And we talked, everything was from the present, from that second on, because that's the only thing we can control. And we defined it from there, because if you have a good practice, you're going to have a great practice. If you have a great practice, you can have a wonderfully excellent practice. And if you've been kind of floating around in limbo, just kind of bobbing along with what's going on around us in the world and the economy and the mentality and mindset, this is where you get to take control back. And that's a very, very powerful position. During these 2 days, I focused on everyone getting what they needed for their own practice. I mean, it was really customized. Not two people walked out of there with the same ideas, same plans. So you will get this for your practice. You're not going to be pigeonholed into something. You're not put in a canned format. And I want to share that same experience exactly like they had with you. But with the benefit, you get to do it at home or in your own office and the comfort from there if you couldn't join us for that event. I'm also giving you my ironclad guarantee. And I'm so convinced that you're going to love this information. And love is not the word I picked. Remember, I showed you what some of the attendees said. The love came up a lot. And I'm going to show you how you're going to love this information. And I'm going to be offering you 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's your opportunity to get this in there. Once we ship this out, that's 30 days to have this workshop system in your office to review the information, and if it isn't a fit for you, just send it back in the original condition for a full refund. So, I mean, giving you every opportunity. I'm giving you the pre-discount price. You're getting the first off the line, and plus you get to test it for 30 days. And I can tell you that once you get it, you're just going to be blown away. When I watch these people walk into the event, watching their transformation, they came in, I can tell you, they were dragging a little bit. I should have took pictures as they walked in the door the very first day, because some of them were not happy campers to be there. I mean, at the most, they were lukewarm. Nobody was excited to be there. But when we finished the end of day 2 and going through this experience, they, I'm not joking, did not want to leave. They wanted to work more on this and keep going. They wanted to keep marketing. And I'm serious, literally, we had, of the room, we had to throw them out, put them in their cars, get them in their cabs, go back to the airport and say, you know, it's time to go home. You got to do this, because they just wanted to stay there and keep marketing. It's just so powerful for them. And I just want you to have that same experience, and you deserve it. Everyone deserves it. So to take advantage of this real big discount, get first options on this program when we release it, I'm offering, you just have to reserve your pre-launch copy. I'm offering it to you to order. And all you have to do is click the link below, and that little add to cart button is going to take you directly to our order page. And you will get the first copies when they come off the press in January. And don't forget, you still get the 30-day money-back guarantee starting in January, and you get the program to check it out. And once the course is sent out to you, so you've got that too. But really, seriously, I assure you, if you really do this, you aren't going to want to send it back, because you and your team are going to be going back to this system and the videos over and over for years to come to help you out with all your marketing needs. It's going to be a resource tool for building your practice that's going to serve you for years to come. And again, I mean, just your ROI on that's just to keep going over and over again. And I just want to emphasize, I'm going to say it again, I'm being totally transparent here. We aren't planning to ship this to January. You are reserving a pre-order copy that goes out in January at a big discount price, because we are still in the editing and production phase. So I just wanted to make that quite clear. If you hadn't got it before, that's where we're at. But because I want to do this right. But I just want to give you that opportunity. And I really can't wait for you to get this in your hands. And I just want to congratulate you, really, for taking decisive action and creating your ideal practice in your own lifestyle. I really look forward to bringing this information to you and giving you the tools to create your own future, which that is fantastic. And not only just once, you can keep repeating it over and over again. So I wish you all my best. I can't look forward to working so much with you. And I mean, all you have to do to order again is to click that orange button below and get your link. So I am wishing you a happy holiday season, and more importantly, a very prosperous 2013 new year, because we're going to have a fantastic time working together, and I can't wait to hear about your results with the program. So looking forward to hearing from you. Got your copy reserved, get on the list, and we're going to get yours sent out right away. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic holiday. Bye-bye. This is Ginger Bratzel.